Hi everyone. Today we're going to talk about life's role in Earth's stability. So let's get started. So, how does life affect the stability of the Earth? Life is a major component of the Earth's systems and it interacts with the other major components of the Earth's system, such as the atmosphere, the hydrosphere, the lithosphere, etc. Organisms influence our climate and are even directly involved in the cycles within our climate to keep the Earth system balanced. Biology helps regulate the balance within the earth through feedback loops. Living things are actually climate engineers. Plants absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through photosynthesis to keep the levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere stable. Forests can affect the albedo of the earth. Albedo is how much sunlight is reflected from the earth's surface. If you have lots of forests, we have more of a darker surface, so those surfaces actually absorb more sunlight. And if you have less forest, it can release more sunlight or heat or reflect more of it. Plants are also directly part of the water cycle, and they release water into the atmosphere through a process called evapotranspiration. Microbes, tiny little microscopic organisms in our soil, can help process carbon, nitrogen, and methane and are directly involved in the cycling of these elements throughout the earth. So, what are biogeophysical processes? Biogeophysical processes are basically means how life affects the physical properties of the earth. As mentioned before, forests can help the or are directly related to the albedo of the Earth's surface. The more green plants you have, the more it will absorb more sunlight because it's a darker surface. The less of it you have, the more it will reflect sunlight. It is a direct it is directly involved in the cycling of water, the water cycle, through the process of evapotranspiration. So you can see ecosystems can alter the surface temperature of the earth and as well as the moisture level of the earth. So, life also drives chemical cycles such as the carbon cycle, the nitrogen cycle, and even the methane production and breakdown, and the cycling of that throughout the earth. And all of these interactions can affect the greenhouse gas levels in the atmosphere. And this is why biodiversity is so important because it increases the stability of Earth. Biodiversity meaning it means that there's diversity in the types of plants and animals or organisms that exist on Earth, and these ecosystems reduce the risk of the collapse of a system, collapse of the involvement of the biosphere in the earth system, because say there's a natural disturbance such as mass extinctions or glacial and interglacial cycles. Those huge changes in the earth's atmosphere or climate won't completely destroy the biosphere if there is a diverse amount or diversity in the types of organisms that exist in the atmosphere. And that's why biodiversity is so important, and the preservation of biodiversity is what scientists care about. Life responds and regulates to earth systems and actually creates stability, helps create stability within the earth systems through feedback loops. So life is not just passive, it actually helps control change. So organisms respond to and shape climate. For instance, if there's more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, then more plants will grow. If there are more plants available, and then they use more carbon dioxide and reduce the amount of carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere. And this could lead to slower plant growth because there's less carbon dioxide, and this can lead to more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. But if that happens, then the faster plant growth from that will reduce the carbon dioxide level again. So these feedback loops, these cycles that the Earth system goes through, are directly related to the involvement of living beings, the biosphere. Why does this matter? Life is, as you can see, is a key part of regulating the Earth's system. Changes to ecosystems affect the whole planet because the biosphere is related to all the other um, uh, parts of the Earth system, such as the atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere, and so on. And protecting the biodiversity of the Earth helps protect our climate. So, in the next video, we're going to talk about spatial connections in Earth's systems. We're going to learn how land, ocean, air, and life are linked, not just locally, but globally. And we're going to explore how changes in one place can affect completely distant regions. So, this is more about this how spatially Earth systems are connected, not just in shorter, smaller locations. And that's it. Thank you.